Welcome back. Well, like any transition, becoming an empty nester comes with feelings of both joy and loss. But being an empty nester doesn't mean that you need to feel empty at all.
That's right. Becoming a BFF again with your spouse can be a joy. It really can. It's something new and
just
exciting.
keep telling yourself that, it really can.
Yep. And best-selling author and psychologist Dr. John Townsend has some great tips on how to do that in his latest book called Flip the Flaw Focus for Empty Nesters.
Actually, that's a title, but it's not the book title. The book title is...
It's this BFF thing.
Yes.
Okay. So you have some really good tips. 4 steps, you said.
Yep. Well, you got to remember, you got married about one person. You didn't get married saying, I can't wait to really have kids.
Well, then these rugrats got in the mix.
And then the rugrats got in the way, and then you got attached to them, and then
Yes.
they took over your life with volleyball and soccer and all that.
How does he know this stuff?
But because we went through this. But what we find out is that empty nesters don't have a plan or a path. So I have a 4-step plan to help them. And it all came from when we went into empty nesters recently, and my wife helped. I was traveling. My wife helped one of our kids move, our last kid. And she comes back and she's all verklempt because, you know, we bought the futons and we went to Target and she's got them all set up. She says, now what are we going to do? And I took her out to the backyard and I said, okay, the same moon that's over him right now, and our other kid right now, is over us.
You will make her start crying right now.
No, I'm good.
Kind of like from Feifel, from American Tail, you know, somewhere out there.
Yes.
So, no, so that keeps us together. But there's 4 things we're going to start doing. Number 1 is we're going to start seeing our friends that we never see anymore because our kids were doing volleyball and football. And stuff.
Exactly.
We have a list of people we love, couples that we just want to have dinner with. So get the list out. We're going to catch up with these people that we love. Number 2, let's start traveling. We are travel junkies. We love the world. We love the country. Let's get out there now because we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
It makes it simple. Number 3, let's find a hobby together. My wife is into photography. I have a band that I play in. So that's 2 separate hobbies. Let's do it together. So
Yeah.
the new one is now dancing class, which I hope that does well.
Bill would die if I pulled him into that.
Exactly. And then the 4th one, find a service together. You know, we're meant to give back. We're meant to help the world. So find something where you can, like, help in a soup kitchen or a domestic violence shelter or support a tribe in Africa in a village or whatever. But you feel good when you do a service together. So that's kind of the 4-way plan that makes couples go, hey, I'm really close to you again.
Okay,
That's good.
I'm just going to ask this question because there might be people feeling this. What if over all the years of raising your kids, when they're gone, you look at that other person, you go, wow, I'm not sure I really like you that much anymore. Or we've had like enough things happen in our marriage where I feel totally disconnected to you. I don't want to just be with you. Like, I'm terrified now.
That's a great question.
Yeah. A lot of times, problems in the relationship kind of get put on the back burner because you got kids and school and things that are going on. And there's ways you can stay what we call conflict avoidant. Let's stay away from our real problems because we're busy. You don't have that anymore.
No, they slap you right in the face, don't they?
Yeah.
And that's when I always tell couples, one of you's got to learn how to listen. One of you's got to learn how to say, tell me how I'm affecting you right now. Well, you sound self-centered or controlling, or it's all about you, or you're critical, you judge me. I want to hear more about that. And when you start developing listening skills, it all comes out, and then couples heal each other, they forgive each other, they get new habits. But one of us got to be the grown-up who says, I feel it too, tell me how you're doing.
That's good.
It's what I call the State of the Union address in marriages. Like every other week, you got to say, sweetheart, how are we doing? And the other one says, oh, you know, that was a really good chicken fried steak we had the other day. I know, it was good for chicken fried steak. How are we doing?
Yeah.
You've got to have the State of the Union.
That's right. And I had the same question as Lisa because this past weekend we ran into some friends at dinner. Their son is going off to college as well. Their firstborn. They have one more at home. And I said to her, do you like him? Are y'all
Exactly.
like? Are you going to be okay? Because they're.
Did you say it in front of him?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think he heard me. But I said, yeah. I said, I mean, what are you going to do? Your house is going to be so quiet.
Yeah.
She's like, well, thank God, all this time, every Saturday we've had a date.
They got the date
for
night.
breakfast. Every Saturday we've had
really
breakfast
good.
together. And I'm like, wow.
Where they just get out of the house
I've been
and they
missing
go
out.
just...
Where was
Yeah.
my breakfast?
She's way ahead of the curve. Most of us don't do that.
Yeah.
But you can do that
I
now.
thought that was a great idea.
And what you find out is that what you pay attention to gets better. And when the focus is no longer the kids, the focus is each other. With good people, it tends to kind of work out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you got to focus on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Fantastic tips.
And this
I
is
know
the time of year.
It is, and a lot of people dealing with that now, so thank you so much
Yes.
for those tips. By the way, you can get more details on Dr. John Townsend's website, which we'll have at thebroadcasttv.com. And there's his friend, there's his book again, How to Be a Best Friend Forever.
That's right.
And you can find that on Amazon and in all the bookstores.
Very
so
good.
it's a good read, lots of good tips, and important things to think about.
That's right. And when the broadcast returns, it's Behind the Scenes with Texas country singer-songwriter Kevin Fowler. We'll find out how this super nice guy keeps hitting those numbers on spot on the Texas music charts. He's a good one. We'll be right back.
Version of the triple threat.